From hero cave divers to joint Australians of the Year, Craig Challen and Richard Harris are using their high profiles for a new cause. They've joined growing calls for Thailand to free the refugee footballer Hakeem who's facing extradition to Bahrain. Southeast Asia correspondent Ian Barker joins us from outside the prison in Bangkok where he's being held. And what impact will the letter sent by the Australians of the Year make?
Jeremy, it's too early to know. We haven't seen the letter. We don't know exactly the content of that letter. We assume that it was very diplomatically written. It was sent to the Thai Prime Minister here a few days ago, but we're yet to hear of any public mention of that. Now, the point has been made that if Australian divers, these two divers, saved the Thai footballers last year, why can't Thailand turn around and save Australia's refugee footballer? Craig Challen himself has previously said there should be no quid pro quo for that. Just because they performed that altruistic act last year doesn't mean they should expect anything in return. We had hoped to speak to him or to Richard Harris today. We've now been told that interview will be put back till early next week because of some of the sensitive negotiations that have been going on behind the scenes here. And the Thai Prime Minister himself has said even this week that he cannot and will not intervene in this case, and it must run its course in the court. So that would suggest that so far the letter hasn't had any impact.
And apart from representations and appeals, what other means does Australia have to get Hakeem released?
Well, some of his supporters are suggesting that Australia should give him immediate Australian citizenship. He has been applying for citizenship in the past few months. He's been living in Australia for 4 or 5 years. There is, I understand, a provision in the law that allows the government to fast-track such an application for someone like an elite athlete, which could include Hakeem Al-Arabi. Now, that could potentially strengthen his case because Thailand has effectively treated him as a Bahraini citizen until now. If Australia could argue that he's actually an Australian citizen, it might give them more leverage at the negotiating table. And certainly Marise Payne, the Foreign Minister, was in New Zealand and asked about this today, but she wasn't playing up that possibility.
Well, I think the provisions of the Australian Citizenship Act are reasonably clear on that, and it's not a matter of discretion.
That was Marise Payne, the Foreign Minister in New Zealand. We also know that Hakeem Al-Arabi's lawyers will make another application for bail here in Bangkok next week, although he has had bail refused before, and there's every chance that it will be refused again. Jeremy.
And Barker, thank you.